Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our team call. I have just hit recording, so I am going to start. And if anyone else hops on, then we'll just kind of fill them in on what's going on. So thank you so much for coming and showing up. It means so much to me all the time. So last week, if you guys missed the call, what we did was we went through the people who were on the call and we set weekly goals. So if you didn't watch the recording, what we did was we went through everyone and we set a weekly goal for ourselves to hit before the next team call. So what I want to do is go through everyone that had set those goals from last week, say if they were able to reach them or not, and then set new goals for the following week to come. So that would be from this Wednesday to next Wednesday night. So that's the goal that you want to set. So for me, I'll start. So my goal, I wrote them all down. So my goal last week was to hit SC4. So that's helped 2 people with a challenge pack. It was to focus a lot on my nutrition, and it was to do personal development every day. I did personal development every weekday. I didn't do it on Saturday and Sunday. And I hit SC4, so I helped 2 people with 2 challenge packs, so I hit my goal there. And my nutrition was pretty good, except for the chocolate bars that kept sneaking into my life. But that is a work in progress. I'm still down a couple pounds, so I'm counting that as a win. But like they literally keep showing up everywhere. Like they're in the cracks of my couches, and they just keep popping up. I'm sure you guys can relate to that situation. It's like my kids are like purposely doing it to me. So that is my goal. So I'm going to set my next week goals as to help 2 more people. So sell 2 more challenge packs. Personal development every single day, focus on my nutrition, and go on a hike. I would really love to take my kids on a hike on the long weekend. So that's a personal goal that I'm going to set for myself. So those are my goals. Tara, did you want to go over yours? Last week your goal was to hit SC4, personal development, focus on your food, and invite to the coach sneak peek.
Okay, so I've hit SC4. I did that, I believe, by Monday. And then I've been working on personal development. I've been drinking a load of water. I've been doing a little bit of inviting to the coaching opportunity, but I need to work on that a little bit more. And I had another goal of losing 2 pounds, and I've lost 2.6 pounds this week.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you
pretty
really
happy.
Yeah, you really stuck to your goals. Okay, so what do you want to do for the next week?
I'd like to get I'd like to maybe get to SC10 by next week.
Okay.
Way more personal development this week. And I'd like to try inviting 3 people a day to the coaching opportunity.
Okay. Awesome.
And to lose another 2 to 3 pounds by next week.
Okay. Who else was on the call? Jessie? You had a goal of helping 1 person with a challenge pack. You wanted to do your 3-day refresh really well, keep with your workouts, and read your books. That's what I had.
Perfect. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if my okay, awesome. So I'm still doing day 3 of my 3-day refresh, and so far I'm 5.5 pounds down. We'll see what tomorrow comes. I struggled through yesterday with being hungry and seeing cupcakes on my counter, and I did not give in, which is good, but super excited for tomorrow. I did read one of my books, which was Gifts of Imperfection, and it's by Brené Brown. It's super great book. Really, really like her. She does a lot of TED Talks, which is great. I did not help a person with a challenge pack, but I did do a lot of talking to people, and pique some people's interest. They are on the fence. I have a lot of maybes. So I'm going to be, one goal for this month I want to do is follow up with those people. So I've written them all down, or for this week. And then I would like to make it to SC 3 or 4 by end of next week. And then actually get 10 people into the coach sneak peek on Monday. And I need to work on inviting to challenge groups a little bit more. I know I've been a little lacking on that. And this week, a personal goal for me, I really want to paint a picture. I really love painting, and I haven't picked up a paintbrush in a while. So I think that would be really great. So, yeah.
Oh, I love that. Cool. Thank you.
Thanks. You're welcome.
Kayla and Crystal, I think that was the only ones that were on last week. Kayla, did you want to go?
Sure. So I had a goal of hitting SC4 last week, and I did not. I'm still at 0, but I did do a ton of inviting, and I've got like a lot of people on the fence. So I'm just working with them and doing lots of follow-ups and trying to get them to follow through. And so I was supposed to do the 3-day refresh, and I hit a little with that one. It was not agreeing with my baby, who's still breastfeeding. So I actually gave up after day 1 just because I didn't feel like I was my nutrition, and trying to really get that cleaned up because my husband loves junk food a lot and brings it home all the time, and it's a struggle. I did a couple more of my goals last week where on those for the most part. So my goals for this week are I want to hit SC6. I have a little bit of catching up to do, and I'm in the rank in the bank group, so I'm really pushing for the next couple weeks to do really well there. I need to work on my nutrition more. I find I'm really bad for not sitting down and eating proper meals. I'm all over the place and snack all day, which isn't always good. I want to get some better content into my challenge group, and just get more engagement in there, because it's always the same couple people, and I'd like to see more people engaging in there. And I do lots of inviting to the sneak peek. I want to get at least 12 people into the coach sneak for Monday.
Cool. Thanks.
That's it.
Crystal, you had your goals were your free group for 2B Mindset and to finish up your testing. And that was what I had down.
Okay, I didn't do much studying throughout the week. It wound up being pretty crazy. But I wanted to post daily in my free group, which I've been really good at. And I wanted to add 2 more people to my free group, which I think I added a total of 10 or 11 people in there. So now one of my goals will be to follow up with them all on Friday and see if I can get anybody with a package set up for next week. Wanted to be a product of the product, so I've done all right there. I think I've reached like 53% of my weight goal for the month already, so that was nice. So for this week, I want to do more studying. Like I say, follow-ups and invites for Friday with the ladies that I added to my free group. A personal thing, curling starts on Friday, so I want to make it to the first game, go out and throw some rocks and do a bunch of sweeping. And drink more water. I still struggle with it. And then, like you suggested, maybe some more stories stories or calls to action.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you. Okay, now let's just quickly hear the goals of the ladies who weren't here last week so that we can, next week on our call, we can go back to you guys. So, Aliza, did you want to go?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel a bit lost because I missed last week's call. So my goals for next week are, like, I've been pretty good about every day I've been contacting and messaging 5 people, and I have a whole bunch of people on the fence, and I've sent out a bunch of share carts, and I feel like I need to start a free group or something because they're so close to tilting and they keep coming back and messaging me. And then I have one lady who's messaged me 25 times, but she's just not quite there yet. So I think I'm going to have to start a free group, keep contacting my 5 people, and I'd like to sell 2 challenge packs by next week. I'm down 2.5 pounds this week since last week. I started lift 4. My nutrition's been really good. So I'd like to keep with my workouts, keep on the nutrition. I'm not going to say I'm going to lose 2.5 pounds because I know my body and I tend to plateau. I lose lots of inches at first, but the pounds don't actually seem to drop for a few weeks. So I guess my goal would be 2 challenge packs, start a free group, and continue to message 5 people a day.
Cool. Thank you.
For next week. Okay?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
I might need some help getting my free group going.
Oh, yeah. We can help you. We got so many different things. Lots of free group information. Who's next on my screen? Raylyn. It's so nice to see you on here. I can unmute you. There you go. You should be able to talk.
Okay. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really know how these things work. And I also feel lost because I wasn't here last week. I'm finding it really hard to find time during the day to even keep up with the chats. So I'm working on that. I've been doing really well with drinking lots of water and my eating habits. I need 5 minutes. So you go downstairs or something. Quiet time. Anyways, sorry about that. Distractions. So yeah, I've been doing really good with my eating and my water. I need to work on inviting people. I find that really hard as well because I'm a pretty private person. So just to be open about what I'm doing is really hard. So I got to work on that as well. So those are my goals. I want to talk to more people on a daily basis for inviting them. And just keep up with my eating and drinking lots of water. And me and a friend had a goal to go to the gym every day. That hasn't worked out super well. We've gone a couple times this week. And I skipped tonight so that I could be on the chat. But we're going to go tomorrow and Friday. Hopefully that works out. So those are my goals for next week.
Those are great. Thank you. And just set your goals. I'm just gonna tune in quickly and just say, if you're feeling overwhelmed with inviting, just set your goals really low. Don't think that you have to send out 20 invites. All, you know what I mean? Like Eliza's doing, she's just doing 5 a day, right? It takes a couple minutes. It's not really gonna be overwhelming. All you have to do is just setting your goals low, and then to the point when you're starting to build your confidence a little bit, and then you can hire it if you want to, right? But just don't set those expectations too high on yourself, or you're just going to burn out. Jennifer.
Hello.
Hi.
Just kind of been off the grid lately, just kind of coming back. I had struggled with not being able to do my workouts because of my shoulder. and not wanting to risk it because I got this little one I got to around. But yeah, just wait, baby. Just really needing help or some kind of direction just to get refocused and to set the goals, to even think about what kind of goals that I want. I've really kind of just let everything go. For the most part, my eating's still, it's good. It's not bad. And yeah, I just need some direction, I guess, and prioritizing just to get into the groove of things.
Yeah, well, maybe we can set up a like a call with Kayla and we can go over those.
Sure. Yes. Okay.
Well, we will set something up. Lindsay?
Hello?
Hi.
Okay. So I can't find my book anywhere. I don't know what John did with it. So I've just kind of been jotting down what I can think of. So I need to work on doing some follow-ups and inviting. I've been adding a lot of new people lately, people from my pain management group, and they're getting pretty interested. So I've been talking with Jamie a little bit and trying to figure out how to tell people that Shakeology helps without sounding like salesy about it, because that's really hard, but it really does actually help.
Did you see my post today? I did one go check that one out, because that one, it was all right. It was I just said flat out, I'm not saying this to sell you on something. I'm saying it because it actually helps me, right? So you could just be totally blunt. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just need to work on that a little bit. But yeah, I talked with him a little bit and got some plans to help get me feeling
You talked to my Jamie.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay. That's like my.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, because I saw Kim's post about him having chronic pain, so I was like, okay, I'll ask him, because I know he's doing well with all of this. So yeah,
cool.
So I asked him, and yeah, we chatted a little bit, and I got some ideas and stuff I'm going to try out. So
sweet. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sabrina, and then we will talk a little bit about what we're going to talk about. Are you there, Sabrina? I can't unmute her. Maybe she's busy. Well, if she's busy, then we'll just go back to her after. Okay, so thank you guys so much for sharing your goals. I think it's really important to set those small weekly goals so that you're not focused on these huge goals that are overwhelming. I know I can set my goals really high, and then I just get really stressed out and I don't do anything because they overwhelm me, right? So if I'm setting my goals, like I'm just focusing solely on like helping 10 people instead of focusing and breaking it down into smaller amounts of time in smaller areas, it's way more productive because I can just focus on that. not putting so much effort into once where I'm burning out. And I am guilty of this. I do this all the time. So I really like to incorporate when we're doing this together, because it keeps me accountable this way too. And instead of focusing on like huge goals for November 30th, it's better to just focus on smaller goals by next Wednesday, right? So what I do when I'm goal set is I take my major monthly goal and I break it down into actions. So if I want to help 10 people with a challenge pack this month, that would be SC20. That means that I want to help at least 2 people a week with the challenge pack, right? And I might have to have an extra here or there, right? So I'm just breaking it down into sections so that I can actually say to myself, okay, who are the 2 people I can help this week? Like, I'm going to start by saying that over tomorrow morning. I'm going to go looking through my contacts. I'm going to go talk, inviting people. I'm going to be doing posts. I'm going to be doing inviting. I'm going to be doing calls to actions in my posts. And I'm going to be going go through people where I can try to help 2 more people get started with probably 2B mindset. That's the one I'm focused on right now. But it just depends on what program you're doing and what one you want to invite to, right? What I wanted to talk a little bit about was objections and rejections, because I think it's really important thing to talk about, because there are so many of you who are sending out share carts and sending out emails and sending out invites, and you're not getting replies. You're getting ghosted. You're getting, oh yeah, I'll do it later. Or they're not responding at all. Or maybe they unfriended you, or something is happening that you're just totally makes you feel weird and uncomfortable. When I started coaching, I'm just going to tell you a couple stories because I want you to know that I am the same. I was the biggest introvert ever. I did not talk to people. I did not know how to make new friends. This would be the last thing I thought I would be doing, was be running a Zoom call and talking to people. I hated putting myself out there. I was terrified of social media. And for me to invite people to join me in something was terrifying. I was scared crapless, you guys. Like, I was terrified. But I knew what it could do for me if I didn't give up. I knew what this opportunity had in store for me if I just kind of like worked my way through those fears. And when I started to feel confident and I started to post, and I was doing my first posting of being a coach on Facebook, I had some really rude remarks and comments. And even my husband's sister actually said a post on her own wall that was directed towards me. And I remember it so clearly. And it said something about, I'm so sick and tired of so-and-so tooting her own horn, because I was feeling good. I had a transformation. I was sharing photos. I was talking about my story, and she didn't know how to handle it. So she talked really negatively about me. And I remember it really tearing me down. And I remember me feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't handle this. I can't handle people not liking me. I want everyone to like me. Everyone has to like me. I have to do everything perfect. I got to do things so that people like me. I got to post the way so that people like who I am. And then I started to realize, after doing a ton of personal development, that not everyone's going to like me. No matter what I do, who I am, how I post, what I say, how I act, not everyone is going to like me. That is life. That is how this world works. You do not click with certain people. You do not want to click with certain people. Some people you don't want to have in your life, and some people just can't relate to you. So it doesn't really matter what they think, because they're not going to move your business forward, your life forward, or your mood, or your energy, or anything forward. They're not meant to be in your life. So when you're dealing with rejection, what you really have to do is you really have to tone in on some personal development, because you have to realize that you are perfect the way you are, and not to let those people's negativity or objections fall onto you, into your mindset. Because if they're saying no to you, if they're being, for some reason they're being rude, which doesn't happen very often, but if they're saying no, if they're ghosting you, if they're not committing, it's because of something in themselves. It has nothing to do with who you are. It has nothing to do with what you're doing. It has nothing to do with any of that. It has everything to do with who they are and what their experience have been with things in the past. So what you really have to do is you have to work them through their objections and their fears and their insecurities. So if you've sent out an order to someone and they're just not completing it, or they're not committing, or they're like, oh yeah, maybe next month, you have to remember that you are the coach. And if you watch my Business Tip Tuesday, you have to remember that you are the leader and this is your business. And you need to tell these people, trust me, for 3 weeks, I can help you. This is my passion. This is my job. I want to help you. Let's get you started. Like, what are you waiting for? You know, like what are you waiting for? I will full out say it to people. And like I said in my live on the wall yesterday, I said exactly that. A lady wanted to be interested in 2B mindset, but she didn't want to get the Shakeology. And I said, listen, I'm sorry, but that's just not the way that I do run this business. Like, if you want to get the ultimate results from these programs and with my help, you need to, you know, spend the $30 extra right now because it's so on such a good deal. And you need to just try the Shakeology for at least a month because it's going to get your metabolism on pace. It's going to get you feeling good. It's going to get you energized, and it's going to get you curbing those cravings that you are, you know, struggling with today. You know, like, you have to just make sure that you're speaking with confidence, people, because they're really insecure about starting this journey. So when they're scared to, you know, commit that $200 into something, is probably because they've wasted a lot of money in the past buying gym memberships, buying like Herbalife or Shopping Channel diet pills, or vitamins that told them they were going to lose weight overnight, or wraps that, you know, were supposed to make them look skinnier. You know, like, they probably wasted so much money in the past that they are insecure and they don't believe that they're going to be able to proceed with this. So making sure that you are, you know, being consistent with your posts and always providing value, and really making sure that you are a coach in your posts is going to be really important for them to finish that and trust this process, because they're not, I say this all the time, they're not buying the program, they're buying you as their leader, they're buying you as their coach, they're buying into you, they're trusting you to walk them through this process. And they're going to trust you to plug them into our system, our challenge group, our support, this amazing community of women, to walk them through the system where they can be supported. And you can talk about that. You can full out say, I'm a new coach, and but I can tell you, like, there is an amazing support system that I can plug you into, where I'm going to help you personally, but there's a lot of other ladies who are going to be doing this journey with you, or who can help you too. So don't feel like you have to know it all and that you have to be this perfect coach that knows everything, because you don't. You're going to learn along the way. And you can even say that. Just be real with the person and just be like, listen, I'm really new to this, but I am really passionate about this, and we can do this and learn this together, and I'm going to be accountable for you. I'm going to be here with you. We can do this together. We can hold each other accountable. We'll message, you know, I'll put you into my support groups. Like, let's do this. And when you're just speaking with people and you're following up with people, they just have to know that you believe in them. And I don't know how many times I have had to follow up with someone, like, so many times, because I believe that they wanted it, because they've said it in the past to me that they wanted it. And when someone tells me that they want to do this, like either join a challenge group or join a coaching, that sticks. And I remember that. So I always go back and be like, listen, I have another thing starting. Oh my gosh, our thing's going to end in 10 minutes. I don't know why my upgrade didn't work. And, you know, you just say, I have another challenge group starting, you know, just letting you know, like, my challenge group is starting, blah, blah, blah. But you want to remember that when you're in your post, you need to be telling a story. So not always just like sharing, like, join my challenge group, join my challenge group, join my challenge group. Make sure you're telling a story and you're relating to people. So if you suffer with anxiety, tell a little story about that and how your challenge group helped you. If you suffer with, if you've had postpartum depression, talk a little bit about that and how, you know, what you're doing now has helped you. If you've suffered with, you know, losing or gaining lots of weight with your pregnancies or something, like, talk about those stories so that other people can relate to you and know that they can do it too. So not just saying, like, full out, like, I'm eating healthier, this is how it's going, you know, join me. You need to make sure that you're relating to the people. And so lots of times if I have someone that's, like, really on the fence, I'll actually do a post that is, like, kind of like geared towards them and their excuses. So I kind of use it as a fuel, to be honest. And I kind of say something along the lines of, you know, what are you waiting for? Like, why are you scared? Like, you know what I mean? So I kind of, like, use people's excuses in my posts, and I use it to fuel my posts, because I know that if that one person had that fear and that one person had that rejection, then a lot of people do. So that's kind of how I I move forward in my posts a lot of the times. If I'm having problems and people aren't replying, then that's kind of what I do. But I just want you guys to know it's completely normal for me as well. And I've done this for a while now, that when I invite people, they don't necessarily always reply. And but they watch, and as soon as I invite them, they're watching my stories, or they're seeing what I'm doing, or they're liking a post, or something is happening because I've piqued their interest in some sort of way. So now they're interested. Now they're watching. So when you're inviting people, it's not necessarily to get a yes right away. It's to just have them watch and pay attention to what you're doing. Because other than that, they're not maybe even seeing your stuff, because that's how the algorithm works. So when you're inviting people and you message people behind the scenes, that's actually how Facebook knows how to pop up their stuff on their news feed. So if you message someone and they message you back, that's what's going to pop up in their news feed. So if you're not messaging anyone and you're only messaging like coaches on our team, those are the people that are going to see your stuff. So the more people you're reaching out to every day, the more people you're actually reaching with your posts. So inviting isn't just a way of like selling stuff. It's a way of connecting with people, and connecting with people, you know, and those messages of inviting don't always have to be like, hey, join my challenge group. They can just be strict, just in like connecting, like, oh my gosh, I love your dog. He's so cute. Oh, your kid is so cute. I don't know. Like, just connecting with people is really important. It's actually more effective than just sending out an invite. Lots of times I'll just send out thank you for watching my stories, and you know, it's just a way of them to see more of my feed, or to gain interest in who I am, or just some sort of connection, right? So that counts.
Okay,
too.
Jacqueline.
Yeah?
I have a question. Now,
Yes.
when you guys are inviting people to kind of watch your stories and stuff, you're not inviting them into the fall in love with you group. You're inviting them into your own personal sneak peek kind of freebie group, or how does that work? Like, does everybody have their own group, or does each one of us have our own? Because I think that if I had some of these guys watching me in like a kind of a sneak peek or a kind of a freebie group, that would be enough to push, like, say, the 4 or 5 I've got on the fence completely over. But I can't add them to the fall in love with you group until they've actually purchased a challenge pack. So do we have a freebie group that everybody's kind of adding their freebie ones to, or do I have to start my own kind of group?
Well, free groups mostly has like a topic based around it. Like, you can do whatever you want. It's your business. Like, but I do think that if you did do that and supported them in that way, that they would just expect that, and they wouldn't actually find what you have to offer valuable.
Okay. Like you guys is Sugar Detox. Those are your free groups?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. That's what I was confused with.
Yeah. And stories is where I like share my workout clips and share like these team calls and share I'm like sharing my life in a day, every day. Like, I'm sharing what I'm doing every day. So they're seeing me work out, they're seeing me drink my shake, they're seeing me drink my Energize, they're seeing me jump on team calls, they're seeing you know, and all those clips that I've been sharing with you guys, like how I shared Lindsay's last night, like you guys can share those, right? So they're seeing that people are getting results in our group. So I also made one with Tara. I'm going to make one with everyone eventually, but I put Tara's in the challenge group, or in the team page in the album section, so that Lindsay and Tara, there's some in there, so you guys can pull those and use those. And I used it as a post, and it worked great as a post too. And yeah.
So I have an idea. I only have like 4 minutes, but
well, we can log off and log back on if we need to. If it ends, we'll just log back on the same meeting. Okay. So don't panic, everyone.
So what I'm going to try different for this next week is for the month of November, because there is the $20 off promo off of every single challenge pack. So I've decided that I'm going to, all the people that I had reached out to in the past that didn't have money, they had the excuses, even people that I talked to a year ago that gave me no, I'm going to go back to all those people And what I'm going to do hopefully tomorrow is I'm going to create a couple banners for a couple of the challenge packs, and I'm going to do original price, whatever, and I'm going to do a red line through it, and I'm going to put new price, whatever, and I'm going to kind of make these little banners to go along with it, and I'm going to send the script to people, and I'm going to basically promote more on the to be mindset, because that seems to be the kind of people that I'm kind of attracting right now, people that are injured or just aren't ready to work out or anything like that. And I'm going to reach out to all those people, and I'm going to promote to be mindset or 21 day fix, because that's the original program that I had originally signed up with and did amazing with. And it's only 21 days for somebody to commit to it. So I'll put the little script that I'm going to send out with the little banner things that I'm going to make, and I'll share those with you guys in the team page. And if you guys want to use those, you can.
That's what I wanted to work on too, is those two programs. So that would be awesome.
Because I think 21 day fix, it's easy. People can modify it. It's a good program. It's not like you're promoting 80 day. And it's like, oh my God, somebody that's never worked out, it's like, I have to commit to 80 days. Like, oh my God, like people are going to be like, no, I'm out.
Well, especially over Christmas.
If you do 21 day fix or to be mindset, like, oh my goodness, people are all over the to be mindset right now.
If you guys still want to chat about ideas, let's just end this one and then hop back on with the same link.
Because people might have questions.
Okay, I'm just going to end it, and then if you guys want to hop back on, you can. Okay?